Hi friends, welcome to my channel, Caffeine Queen Crafts. We have an unboxing from PaddyWaxx and Distracted by Diamonds today. Miso is, as per usual, coming in because she is the star of YouTube. Oh, you're a YouTube star, Miso. You're such a good girl. And by good girl, I mean, you know, an annoying butt. But you're a cute little one. Yes. All right, I am not sure when we are posting this, but sorry, there's drills and water everywhere. I'm not sure where I'm gonna post this, but I figured I'd go ahead and I'd film an unboxing from PaddyWaxx and Distracted by Diamonds. There is 2 kits in here, and it came in this really cool multicolored packaging. Here, Miso, with a little sign on the other side that I'm not gonna show you because my address is on it. But it says, handle with care and everything. It's really cute. I'll pop a picture up while I open this. Okay. Whoa. Okay, here we go. I have never actually done, I use PaddyWaxx all the time, but I've never done a Distracted by Diamonds kit. So I'm excited about this. All right, here we go. We got 2 kits that I see that are shrink wrapped together. Sorry if you don't like the crinkle. 2 different styles of boxes. Okay. Stuck. Give me a pull. Tug, 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 tug. All right. Sorry about the noise. Ooh. Okay, here we go. All right. So we have 2 kits, both of which I believe are square. Yes, they're, oh no, one's round. One is round. Okay. So why don't we start with, oh, little sucker freebie. I didn't see it there. That's cute, right? That's nice. All right, move the kits to the side for now. And see what we have in here. I ordered 2 kinds of PaddyWaxx. I did not order any super sticky this time because I have enough super sticky. But I did order 2 new scents of PaddyWaxx. And I can see already that they included some freebies. So let's see what we got here. All right. Okay, so they did include some crystal rounds in 600, hot Barbie pink. Miso's very curious. Yes, those are crystal rounds. That's actually probably going to go really well with the project I have planned. Let's see what else we got. Oh, little pocket hug. That's cute. A little square thing you carry in your pocket. That sucker. And here's the shipping. Oh, stickers. Okay, look at the stickers in a minute. Sarah, thanks for coming back to our little shop. We value your business and will continue to work to earn it. Please stop back again soon as we are constantly adding new items for you to love. See you then. Love the notes. Always love notes. All right, and then some stickers. I got this one last time, but I love this one. It's very cute. And a little sugar skull. Super awesome. Always love some stickers. All right, onto the PaddyWaxx. I did order fried ice cream and diamond dust scent flavor. So let's see what the diamond dust smells like. Oh, that's very mild. It smells a little sweet. Yeah, I would say it just sort of smells mildly sweet. Miso, you are like way in my way, girl. Here, I'll take it out of the packaging so you can see. I'm trying to reach around a cat. I'm very sorry. Okay, so PaddyWaxx. It's got the sparkles on the thing, and what you do is you scrape your pen along the corners and the edges. Yeah, it smells like a very sweet, clean, soapy kind of smell. Very mild. I like that. It's nice to have like some milder options in terms of what you like to smell. But I love the sparkle. The sparkle's fun. And then fried ice cream. Ooh, that smells super strong, very sweet, very vanilla-y. It's much stronger than the Diamond Dust. And it's got that little sparkle. That almost looks like coffee beans to me, but yeah, that smells like fried ice cream, like fried vanilla ice cream. I love it. Ooh, always love some good scents. Okay. Now, why can't I get this back on? All right. So that's it for the PaddyWaxx that we ordered. And the 2 little patties of wax. And now let's get into these canvases. All right, I just grabbed one of them at random. Let's go on a tour of the box. So down here we have the picture of the original artwork, which is Saltwater by Gretel Lusky. It's in square diamonds, 62 by 71 centimeters. There's the logo up at the top. Smile, sparkle, repeat. And on the back, instructions on how to diamond paint. And that's about it. Okay. We are going to have to go on a tour of the other box because they are in 2 different boxes. Okay. Okay. So it did come with, it looks like a standard diamond painting pen. I am not going to use this because I have my own. I'm going to stop. We're going to look at the drills. Oh no, here, I'll unroll the canvas. Let me shuffle some things around. I'm actually going to have to move the camera, so 1 second, guys. Sorry. You can see already that that mermaid is going to be gorgeous. All right, so let's take a look at what came with it. So we did get a standard diamond painting pen, and then a little roll of washi tape with the Distracted by Diamonds logo on it, some paraffin wax, and a heart tray. I like that there's actually, I didn't know that these came with this. This is nice. So there's the tray part in the top and in the lid, so you can have 2 colors out at the same time with 1 tray. I like that. That's a nice feature. I might keep that. And I'll keep the washi tape because I always need more washi tape, but these 2 are probably going to go in the trash because we have so much of the stuff already. Okay. Miso's coming back to say hi. Oh, this cat is going to be the death of me. All right, and so then the drills. Here's our color palette. I can't see it because Miso's in my way. It does not. It has Distracted by Diamonds. And I guess maybe the S is but for Saltwater. Here, let me turn it around so I can see it. So yeah, it's got Distracted by Diamonds, and maybe the S is for Saltwater. I'm not sure, but it doesn't have the actual label of the artwork on the bag. So there are 3 ABs in this that I'm seeing. So we'll go in, we'll find the ABs. We've got a lot of blues and reds and greens. This is reminding me a lot of the color palette for the Seven of Swords by Moonshaped Monday. Which makes sense. It's a red-headed mermaid, and that was, you know. All right, I'm seeing, we're gonna just pull out the special drills. So 666, 444, okay. You know what? We're just gonna pull them all out. Okay. All right, so I know some people prefer when they're in baggies like this and they just get up into them. This is 51 colors. I probably am not gonna leave them in baggies. This is the kind of thing that I will most likely kit up into a separate storage container. I don't like having them in baggies, so let's go through. So we have some grays, some blue, green, there's peachy, brown, like a really light brown. Is that a green? That's a brown. And then 939, which is a dark navy blue, a lot of it. A big bag of 310, which is black. Oh, that's a nice, pretty kind of pale white. Trying to save the ABs for last. And let's see, yes, okay. This like light kind of lime green. I think it's interesting. I've never done a Distracted by Diamond kit. So I got one in rounds and in squares. This is obviously the squares. It was 2 pieces of artwork I was really feeling. This looks familiar. I feel like a lot of this color palette was in Moonshaped Monday. Sorry, Moonshaped Monday's 8 of Swords from Diamond Art Studio UK. So if you like this color palette, but you've already done this one, or if it's sold out, I would highly recommend checking out the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is larger than Saltwater here. Oh, I like that pink. That's a nice pink. So is this. Okay. Ooh. I love those teal neon blue, like blues, like those aqua blues. Those are really pretty. Giant bag of 814. Yellow. I'm just grabbing them at random. I'm setting the ABs aside for last though. Brown. It's a nice green, kind of more green than like your aqua colors, but nice. It's maybe. All right. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Good peachy color. Oh, 500. What is that? That's like a dark gray. 3371. Very standard. It does have 51 colors. So not exactly the maxiest of max color kits. I'm not the right person to ask. I am working on a kit with 198 right now. But not an insignificant number, so it's going to be a decent amount of confetti, which is good. I like confetti. I am a confetti lover. 823, Another navy blue. 321, nice red. So it does have the number, like what color number it is, and the weight, like how many grams. I recently had a friend ask me if that number was like the size or how much it sparkles, but it's the weight. I like that. That's like a dark aqua marine kind of color. Okay. $4.98. Another red. 152. Nice pinky. 154. One of my all-time favorites. A decent amount of it, it looks like. Ooh. I'm loving the aqua kind of colors. That looks very, very seedy. And then this is kind of like mossy green, which tracks, given the art. Very pretty. Miso, don't be mean. More mossy greens. 2 colors left, and then we're gonna get into the ABs. This 958. I like 958 and 957. Those are some of my favorites. 957 is not in this one though. And 746, that pale, kind of cream yellowy. Yeah. All right, and then we have the specials. So we have this yellow AB 444. AB stands for Aurora Borealis and is about the northern lights. And then we have AB 666, which is that kind of cherry red. Right now everyone's really into this one as a fairy dust color, but I like it as AB. That's nice. And the white AB. Big bag of it too. I like seeing that. All right, so I'm gonna stop the camera, take you guys off the tripod, and we are gonna get up close and personal and talk about where these special drills are in the canvas. So be right back. Okay, sorry, it's later in the day. You are off the tripod, FYI. We are looking at saltwater. I got interrupted, so I couldn't keep filming right after I showed you the drills. But here is the sticker chart. These, I believe these are individually cut. Yes, they are. Here's the original art. It's Saltwater by Greta Lesky. Okay, and we are looking for special drills. So there are 3 ABs in this kit. The first is that 444 yellow AB, and that is the @ symbol. So it's down here in her shoulder, in like the mossy areas of her shoulder. There's Miso. And then up here, it's also in the like waves of the water and a little in her hair. So for the most part, most of the special drills I'll say I've noticed are up. They're in the hair or they're in the top of the water. So the bottom of the canvas does not have as many specials. The next special is 666 AB. That's that cherry red. And that's this white symbol. So again, in her hair. And then the last, and I guess a little up in the water, like in the reflections of where her hair is in the water, but mostly in her hair. And then the last one is the white AB, the 5200, and that's going to be this white check mark. So a lot of it is in the top water, is in the water up here, curving around, and again in the hair. So that is where the specials are. We are going to move on to the other canvas I got from Distracted by Diamonds. Hope you guys are having as much fun with this as I am. All right, see you in a bit. Hi friends, we are back. I went ahead and I already unrolled and unboxed this next one, which is Left in Ruins by Brian Dean Rollison. Oh, sorry. There's the original artwork. And it has, this is a sticker sheet, but these are not individually, at least I don't think they are, no, they're not individually cut. So I am gonna have to cut these myself, which is not the end of the world. I'm really feeling this artwork. Yeah, I'm really feeling it. I'm seeing a decent amount of confetti, minimal color blocking. We all know that's my jam. So let's take a look at these drills. There are 45 colors. And this is, sorry, I forgot the dimensions. 52 by 52, so perfect square. Teacher and me coming out. Talking about perfect squares. All right, again, these are in baggies, which you can technically just diamond paint out of the baggies. I personally don't like to. To each his own. All right. Okay, this is a special. I'm gonna set the specials aside for last. Ooh. I'm loving these specials already. They're the shimmer thing. Diamond Art Club calls them fairy dust, but that is a copyrighted. There's the word. Copyrighted term. So these guys mark them as ZG, which I'm gonna think them as Zimmering Glitter. I don't know if that's what Distracted by Diamonds actually calls them, but that's what, when I see them as Z or ZG, I think Zimmering Glitter. I don't know. All right, 310, pretty big bag of 310. And got some brown. It almost looked like a glittery one, but it's not. I'm seeing things. Yeah. Browny orange, kind of rust colored, which makes sense because we're talking futuristic ruins. I'm vibing with this art right now, I'm not gonna lie. I love that like teal blue. That's a good color for me. And then more of that nice brown, kind of creamy. This one's a little more like muted yellow. Some light blue, that's fun. Kind of a darker aquamarine. You can kind of tell from these two kits what my preferred color palette is. I like this kind of darker coral color. That's nice. $37.99, that dark gray. This grayish blue kind of slate color. Big bag of, this isn't full white because 5200 is white, but this is like a kind of cool white. That's not really a description of white, but that's what I'm going with. That's the best way I can think to describe it. Navy blue. Another mossy green, like what we had in the last kit. Love that. Coral. Kind of coral color. Purple. Rusty purple, kind of. Muted. It's a bright pink. That's interesting in this kit. Huh. I was not expecting to see a color like that in this. Be interested to see where that goes. Oh, $9.50. Skin tony. More skin tony, kind of peach. This is like that, a dark brown. Very sort of muted blue. And these are packed very like, there's not a lot of air in that. That'll be, I think, make kitting up a little easier, although I feel some that aren't breaking apart that might need a drill grinder. I always say grill grinder, and I'm like, that's not right, Sarah. That's not right. $7.94. That's nice blue. Pretty brown. Another pretty brown. My hairdresser was saying the other day, he goes, I get so sick of brown. That's why I love seeing you and your friends when you come in, you want the funky colors. But I was like, well, brown probably pays your bills. And he was like, it does. Yeah. Gray. Gray, 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 gray. These are looking real sparkly to me. I keep thinking I see extra glimmer in them, and I don't. That's kind of like a green gray, a little mossy, like that for this. 606, some red, red. Not a true red, but a pretty red, red. Ooh, that's nice. I like that blue. It's a good blue. 500, a dark green. 498, a dark red. I get that one a lot, I feel like. 436, 415, 413, 154, and a favorite of mine, as we all know, I love me 154. Whew. And then, oh, we're not in the specials yet. There's two more. Sorry. Okay. This gray. This 168. That's nice. Lighter gray. All right, now specials. Oh, before we get into the specials, I do want to give the caveat that, so in the first kit I unboxed, it came with this tray and some purple heart wax. In this kit, when I unboxed it, it was just your standard, let's see if it got knocked over elsewhere. I'm not sure where it went. It was just your standard kit with blue wax, standard little skinny white tray. I don't know how, because I think, honestly, I think they sell this in their store as like a different thing. I don't know how I wound up with one of these, but I'm not gonna complain. I like it, it's nice. Misa's standing by. All right, I won't delay any longer on showing off these 4 Zimmer glitter. That's not, these 4 glittery drills. Okay, so the first one, yes, I believe is this 823, which I have not seen a lot as a special. It's this dark blue, very sparkly. And just from looking, I see it in a couple spots in the bottoms of her hair, a little in her outfit, in the background. I'm looking and I'm thinking this is going to be a very gentle hand that put these specials in. This $9.59, I love $9.59 and I love seeing it as a special. That's really fun and so pretty. That's going to look great. This 44. Or sorry, color 44, this 3766, this light blue. It's gonna look great. And then this nice brown is last up. So I imagine there's gonna be a decent amount kind of everywhere, because it's sort of a, you want, actually no, not everywhere. You want, I would think, the special drills to be sort of light-handed, because you know it's in ruins. This is supposed to be something that's very dirty, not super sparkly, maybe a little grimy. So I think a subtle hand on the specials for this makes a lot of sense to me, just considering the artwork. So that is it. We're gonna go off the tripod, take a look at the canvas close up to figure out where the specials are. So I'm excited for this one. I kind of low-key want to kit it up next, but I can't. I could. Stay tuned for that. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. So see you in a bit. Bye-bye. All right, once again, we are off the tripod. Here's the whole canvas of Left in Ruins by Brian Dean Rollison. I'm really excited about this one. Really excited. There's lots of confetti, which we all know is what makes my heart super happy. One note is, like, if you look here, the canvas was folded over in the box because it doesn't fit in the box. So just an FYI, something to look out for. I'm gonna have to find a different storage situation for this one, but we'll work it out. I still have a box from a Diamond Art Club order I think I can squeeze it into with a couple other things. So just be aware. All right, here's the original artwork. It has 45 colors, and this one has some fairy dust. It has 4 fairy dust. So this 823 over here is this little fast forwards icon. Ooh, I should have found this before I got on camera. That looks like it's sprinkled in the background. Like there's a little there. There's some in her hair. Not a lot. It looks like it's sort of sprinkled throughout. Ooh. Like wherever you see that black heart for that 310, there's little bits of the fairy dust for 823 in there too. That's that navy blue. And then there's 959, which is that nice teal color. And that is this like little, I don't even know, connected number 10. Where's that at? Here. Oopsies. Whoa, sorry. Up here in the background, there's some of that up here at the top. And sprinkled throughout again. I'm not seeing, oh here. It's gonna be in the crystal on her neck, a little down here in this, in the ruins, the robot ruins and everything. So again, I'm seeing mostly it's sprinkled throughout. I think this is going to be a piece where you're not looking at huge chunks of specials altogether. Or maybe I spoke too soon. The other special is this 3766, sorry, which is going to be another blue, and that's this like horseshoe symbol, which goes with a lot of the 10 symbol. So 2 specials kind of combined, I guess, to give that nice effect. Like up here. And there's going to be some of the teal green, and that's going to be mostly specials in there. And then lastly, we have that shimmery 3863. It's not technically fairy dust. Fairy dust is copyrighted by Diamond Art Club. But that's going to be the 6. I keep seeing the 9 and thinking that's it. It's a yellow. So here, again, sprinkled throughout in the background. It looks like a very subtle hand with these specials over here, again, in the background. So it's going to be making some of the ruins have that extra little pop. Any in her face? I'm not seeing any in her face or in her hair. Yeah. So it looks to me, something down here, like the specials were sort of dealt very sparingly and sprinkled throughout. You're not looking at, like with salt water, you're not looking at big sections with specials. It's going to be more even-handed. So that is Left in Ruins by Brian D. Rollison. I hope you guys have enjoyed this unboxing of PaddyWaxx and Distracted by Diamonds. My name is Sarah. This has been Caffeine Queen Crafts. I hope your caffeine is hitting just right and that your crafting is going well. Bye.